Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. I hope everybody's doing amazing. So this week we're talking about how do you write your own stimulus check? In other words, how do you use books and writing to create revenue in a time that you need it? And everybody that you're looking at now is a published author. So yay.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I tell my clients that they don't get it because one of the first steps I always put them through to work with me is writing a book. And it's not until you go through that process of really brainstorming your book and helping understand exactly how much you know. We take a lot of what we know for granted. A lot of people around us take what we know for granted. So everything from the things you've been through in your life's obstacles, things you've even done poorly, all of those things qualify you to write a book. If you don't do nothing but to sit up there and tell somebody else what not to do, that is valuable. Girl, don't do that. Girl, don't do that. That's valuable information. And I think a lot of us take it for granted because so many people around us lean on that information, glean from that information, and a lot of times don't even so much as tell us thanks. So it's up to you to start to package your information in a way that it's profitable enough to become your stimulus. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And of course, the world renowned Jamie Hopkins, founder, CEO, and creator of J Publishing House. You know, it ain't just a room. You know, some publishers, you know, they just got a little room with a little printer. She got a publishing house.
I
You
got
know,
a corner.
right, right. They just on the. You know what, yo, just not to sidetrack, but I know somebody said they got their gold teeth put in a car wash. Speaking of shade tree, so a lot of times y'all out here with these shade tree publishers,
Oh
and then
Lord.
when you get your final product,
Yeah.
it's not quite right, or it takes you forever to get your final product,
Mm.
or you know, you get your final product and it's not indicative or representative of what you started out to do or your vision, you're upset. So sometimes you gotta pay to play
Yes, indeed.
and not being willing to pay and not being willing to hire someone puts you in a position because a lot of things look easy from the outside looking in. And a lot of people be like, well, you know, I'm just going to go self publish. Oh, okay. In the time, energy, and effort, and not to mention the mistakes that you're going to make with that self publishing, you could have hired somebody and had your book on the way and been proud of it. So this morning we're going to be talking about really taking your own ideas
Yeah.
and the things that you're good at and turning them into a book. And we're going to be doing a watch party all weekend. What's the link for the watch party, Jamie?
bit.ly//weekend watch 20.
All right, bit.ly/weekend watch 20. We're going to be playing 4 times this weekend. You get an opportunity to see it 4 times when you buy your ticket. And you get the opportunity to go back in it and view it anytime you want between now and next Thursday. And I challenge people to write their book in a weekend. So it is possible for you to go to bit.ly/weekend watch 20 and write your book this weekend and stop delaying on the things that you have in your head. Because until you commit them to paper, they don't have any value.
Mm-hmm.
Once you commit them to paper, they're invaluable. And there is a huge, huge difference. So stop running around with all of this information that you could be turned into a paycheck, pesos, dineros, lynch marks, euros. You know, you could be turning all that into money. But here you are wishing that you had. And I actually talked to somebody this morning. I said, stop letting things hold you up. So if you're struggling with getting the words out of your head, get with Jamie. There's some ways around it. If you're struggling with getting your book written, don't let it be 15 to 20 years. and you still don't have that book written, get with somebody that can help you out. Don't keep letting your dreams, and it's funny thing about women, when we get busy or overwhelmed, the first thing we quit on is ourselves.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I had to tell somebody that today. I said, it's amazing that when we get overwhelmed, when we say we got to step back, what we really step back is from our dreams.
Yeah.
We really step back from ourselves. We don't necessarily step back from other people's problems and other people's hopes and dreams. We step back from us. So it's important that in all your stepping, you continue to step towards your dreams, because a lot of times those obstacles are not as big as they appear. They're just not.
They're not. They're only big to you because you see them in your head.
Yeah. And so to have an opportunity to come to this watch party, be able to view it 3, 4, 5 times for only, I think it's $29. You can publish anything through J Publishing, a comic book, anything, you name it.
Book,
A
cookbook.
devotional, a prayer journal, a cookbook.
Somebody wrote a title of a book in the 10 reasons to listen to Coach DW.
That's a book.
That's a book.
That's a book.
Anything. You can publish anything through J Publishing.
Yeah.
It is a full servicing publishing house. You can a velvet book, a hardcover book, a soft cover book, a felt cover book,
True story.
a book with material on the cover. You can publish anything.
True story.
Trust me, I've gone through all of. Well, can we publish this kind of book?
A tying your shoe book, Coach, right?
You can publish a book on how to select the right rocks, how to tie your shoes. And that's why I want you guys to register and come to that weekend watch party.
Yes.
So you can realize that the sky is the limit.
Mm-hmm.
You may be limiting yourself on the type of book you feel like you can write. But the truth of the matter is you can write a book about anything.
You're right.
And people will buy a book about anything. Guys, I don't think you know that becoming a published author is what really makes you the expert.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, once you say you have a book 2, 3, 4, 5, that's really what separates you from everybody else that's just out there doing it.
Wow. And then
people will buy. Absolutely, Vicki.
Sometimes people think their book has to be 500 pages, 100 pages, and it doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Right. This is a book. It's not the Bible. And so even with the Bible, you got to think about it. The Bible wasn't written by one person. It was a whole lot of, that was the first anthology. It was a whole lot of contributing authors.
Oh, that's good, Coach.
So don't look at it like you got to have this whole big thesaurus or this whole big dictionary. If you have a solid thought that will help people solve their problems or see something in a different light or be funny or entertain, then that's your book.
Right.
And we're going to talk about that this weekend because a lot of you are leaving money on the table. But if you can post on Facebook every day, you can write a book.
Coach, I want to show the people your Amazon page. Hold on, y'all. Notice I didn't ask her permission.
Notice.
So this is Coach Amazon page, y'all. These are all the books. Well, not even all of them.
It's not even
We're still going through all of them. But this is her Amazon page. So guys, when you start writing your book, it's important that you show up and look exactly like you are the expert. So here is Coach's Amazon page of some of her books. She don't even have all her books up there. We working on that, y'all. Trust and believe. That's a full-time job. But this is how you set it up so that when someone search your name in Amazon, everything, and this is when we're talking about writing your own stimulus check, this is how it looks. when everything that you've written comes up, when just typing your name in that search bar
Wow.
on Amazon. And so, and just like Amazon, you leverage their marketing machine by making sure you have the right keywords, making sure that your name is the exact same so that everything comes up as it's typed in. All of this stuff is something that a good publisher will set you up with your own stimulus check. So, Amazon with their own marketing machine, once you type in a name, they're going to keep suggesting your books, and anything with those keywords. If someone buy another book and has the same keyword, your book is going to come up, say others have also purchased this, right? So leverage that. I love Coach's thing. So that's all I want to say.
Those are great pointers, Jamie. Morning, everybody. Chiquita Lindsay. I want you all to know that I have 2 books right now with the baddest publisher in the land.
Yes.
And of course, there'll be my second and third book. But one thing about writing a book too, it, like Jamie always says, it heals you.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what's going on with you. And my first book was about quit affirmations. Everything that I was doing that was stopping me and making me hate my job and killing me emotionally and physically. And even though you got them in your head, you got to get them out on paper. And now I'll go look at that book and I was like, wow, that was me.
Mm-hmm.
I was in that big a shape. I left all that in that book.
Wow.
It's gone. So hopefully that book would help somebody else, but that was a bestseller. But there's an art to it. Yeah. That's why people always say, I've been writing my book for 15 years. Because you got to get help and you got to get the right publisher. It shouldn't take that long. The first time I took a coach's ebook class, I think my book was done in 2 days.
Yeah.
Because you got to get the knowledge and the expert knowledge, and publishers know how to get it out of you. They help you pin it down. They help you target it.
Yeah.
To get it out.
Accountability that you have with someone that's urging you and encouraging you, like, come on, you can do it. You need that, especially if you're writing about something emotional. But even if and I said this last night on the After Dark show, y'all, so catch us. Yeah, I'll be here morning and night, so y'all know. All right, it's hard for me to show up without my onesie on at nighttime. Well, actually, I have my onesie on all day. But anyhow, that's beside the point. The point is, books need coaches too. So if you've been holding on to this book, and y'all, we don't just accept any kind of manuscript. Y'all can't come all raggedy with these and think that it's going to sell, because if you're paying for expertise, if you're paying for expert knowledge, kind of accept that expert knowledge is what it is. They kind of know what's going to sell and what's not. Right? But if you've been holding on to it and you don't know what to do, hire help. Please. It's a lot of self-publishing authors out here. This publishing world can be doggy dog sometimes, right? It could be real kind of shady.
I didn't know that. That was one of the things that I did not.
You didn't know that, Coach?
Not before I got in this game. I did not know how.
Wow. Yeah. That's why I started the publishing company, because I was mishandled by a self-publishing company.
Mm-hmm. I was like, you know what? They will handle you. They will take your money.
They will take your money.
Deliver.
Yeah.
I spent a stint about a year doing nothing but book coaching, helping people really. I didn't want to publish them, but helping them really find the right tools and the resources to get their stuff done. And there's some companies out there that would charge you $5,000 and $10,000 and deliver a mess to you. And these are the companies that come up on Google when you say, I want to publish a book.
Yep, well-known companies. And listen, for you to correct their error, you got to pay for it.
You got to pay.
Wow.
Yeah, so make sure you do your research, but hire help. Even if, I've had people come to me that were mishandled by publishers. I don't care how many publishers you got to go through. Make sure you do your research, though. Make sure that the company is not just well-known, but that their products and their services and, their testimonials, I don't know, you just do a lot of different research behind. People come to me and ask me for all kinds of stuff, even close to my blood type, because they ask a whole bunch of questions and asking the wrong questions, as a matter of fact. So we teach you how to even do that. That's going to be a freemium coming out soon. How to find a good publisher.
bit.ly/weekendwatch20. How many of you are going to be in the watch party with us weekend? Go ahead and say me in the chat.
Me.
Because it's one of those things that you can never hear enough. Like every time I hear it, and even though it's me, it encourages me to get out there and finish a book faster, write a book faster, get a book done faster. But not just that, understanding that there is a method. There's a method that keeps you from starting with a blank screen, because that's where most people go wrong, is they get blank screen itis, where they pull up that blank screen and they say, what am I going to write? And everything they could have, would have, should have thought about, it just runs out their head.
Yep.
Right.
Good.
So I hope to see you guys this weekend. I will be hosting some of those weekend parties, probably all 4 of them. But so you'll be able to ask any questions. So show up this weekend. It's going to, the first one, I keep calling it matinee, but matinee is like noontime, right?
I've been calling it the matinee too. No, I think
the first showing.
Matinee is the first show.
Yeah. Okay, so the matinee is going to be 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday morning.
Ooh, that's the crack of dawn matinee.
Yes, I mean that's fresh.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
What the hell wrong with you? You all right?
Because that's nap time. We've been up before 8:30 nap time.
Okay, say that then. You talking about some 8:30 is the crack of dawn? I know at 4 o'clock in the morning, if I can't call nobody else, I can call Miss Verlin and I can call Chiquita and Jamie. These 3 people you see in front of you are the people that make me feel like I ain't crazy.
Because I'm regular folks. We're talking about the regular folks.
Yeah, we're talking about the regular folks. You're right. Thank you, Jamie. See, the publisher, she always got them words. Thank you.
About the regular folks get up at 8:30 a.m. You know, we ain't regular.
That doggone Chiquita gonna say me.
Yeah.
So the matinee is gonna start at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time Saturday morning, guys.
Get up early.
bit.ly/weekendwatch20. Make sure you bring your pen, your paper, your lemon water, your hot lemon water.
Bring a friend.
Bring a friend.
Go send that link right now to a friend and say, girl, we're gonna do this writing workshop this weekend, and we're gonna hold each other accountable for finishing these books. We're gonna hold each other accountable for getting these books published. Because that's another thing. You can finish as many as you want. If you can't get them published, then that's on you. I'm gonna have to schedule some time with Miss Jamie. Cece said, I think Coach DW would show a rock how to make money as long as the rock listens. Now, and another thing, I can show you how to make money with rocks.
Oh, can we go over that first?
Yeah.
How can you make money with rocks, Coach?
I told that woman, she said, well, I'm in Scotland. What can I do to make money? I said, girl, I go to one of them Scottish castles and I will pick up every rock I see. And I will find some fine Scottish man to put one of them kilts on. And girl, I would call them Scott rocks. Baby, and I would be selling them all them rocks to them old, horny women in America. And they wouldn't know I was behind all them Scott rocks.
And you know, people will buy those Sky Rocks too.
Buy them, just to get the packaging from Scotland, and I sent them a picture of the castle and an official Scottish rock. Y'all gonna make me go to Scotland. They gonna, I'm gonna come back with a suitcase full of rocks. They gonna be like, ma'am, they were trying to explain it in customs to my man. What you doing? I'm gonna sell these Scottish rocks. What y'all don't know is that anything you open your mouth and offer,
yes,
you'll buy. The key is, do you believe it has value?
Yeah, that's one of the mistakes we do.
It ain't got nothing to do with the number of pages in your book. I've bought books. There's a book by Wallace D. Wattles. It's called The Science of Thinking Rich, I think it's called. Look it up. Look it up, Jamie. See. That book is 6 pages long, but it'll change your mind. I also have spent money on books I ain't gonna call out the author name. I bought that book, and that book was quite a few pages long, and that book was horrible. I didn't learn nothing from that book. She rambled and talked about herself, and it was a horrible experience. So it's not about the length of pages that makes a book good or bad. It's about, does it solve a problem for that individual?
The Science of Thinking Rich
That's
by
Wallace.
Ali Yasin.
Look up the man name.
Aliyasin.
Look up Waddles.
Okay.
Wallace. Hold on.
Or The Science of Getting Rich.
Mm-hmm. Tell me how many pages it is.
Oh yeah, that's it. Science of Getting Rich. Oh man.
How many pages is that book?
Oh no, this is 146 pages.
Oh, well, I had one of
Go back to the other one.
But my point being, because 146 pages still is not a whole lot of pages. When you talk about, I'm finna chop this 8.5, 11, and by the time I get through formatting and adding in space, 146 pages is about 50, 8.5 by 11 pages.
Yeah.
So that's still not a lot.
Yeah. You can make 100 pages with 5,000 words.
Exactly.
Or less than.
Exactly. So, but the key is to get it out of your head and onto paper, because until you get it on paper, you can't make paper. So bit.ly/weekendwatch20. We hope you join us during our watch party. And we're going to be having these watch parties every single weekend.
Yes.
How to build your team and how to save time management, just different little things, because what you guys don't understand is that coaching is an experience.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get more and more coaching and build more and more onto what you're doing, it helps you move faster and more fluidly through life.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you guys come and watch us every day, but you never get coaching. You never invest in a lesson. And so there are things that you learn when you invest in a lesson that you don't learn sitting on the sidelines and watching other individuals play the game. And that is the truth of the matter. Yeah. So bit.ly/weekendwatch20. We're going to show you not only how to publish the book, how to write the book, which is more important. We talk in there about publishing options. There's a lot of things we talk about during that event that are going to have you more prepared to actually write your own book.
Yes. No experience required for you to sign up. You don't have to be an experienced writer, but you do have to show up to learn how.
You do. And just a little bit, Verlin, can you talk to us about how you feel, just being published?
Good morning, everyone. It was such
selling published author, okay?
It was such a phenomenal experience, a relief, just a sense of accomplishment. I mean, I just felt so much better. I had no idea how heavy it weighed on me. It was like a limb. Mm-hmm. Where I went, it went. I carried it everywhere, but I had no idea how deeply rooted this thing was. Yeah. I had no idea. And as I shared on yesterday, the book actually had like 12 chapters. 12 chapters, and I was ready, but I couldn't let go. I'm ready, but I'm not ready. Jamie said, let it go. I know. Coach, let it go. And how many hours and we spent going back and forth with me, but it wasn't with you. It was me wrestling with myself. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I hit the delete button for about 5 minutes and deleted it out of the computer. It wasn't until I ripped it up after printing it out over tears And I just couldn't figure out why. And I realized later that it wasn't the book, the 12 chapters I was supposed to publish. It was just the one chapter.
That's so pretty. Where's your journal? Look.
Right here.
Yes, that's so pretty.
Thank you. My publisher helped me with this.
Oh.
Well, actually, she did it.
Your publisher is the bomb.
My publisher. And it's such a relief. I was suggest that everyone write.
Yeah.
They talk about free yourself. It is freeing. It is liberating. I feel so much different. I feel lighter on the inside.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's a legacy.
It's a legacy.
It's a legacy.
A book is something, and the class is only $29 for access the entire weekend.
Yes.
So for the weekend until next Thursday, you can go in and view it as many times as you want. But it's only $29 to leave a legacy. Books stay long after you go.
Yes.
That's the one thing I regret, is that my mom never published her stuff. And when I can get enough,
I know.
I'm gonna go get her stuff and publish it in her name.
Yeah, that's that legacy that we're talking about, that books leave. It's a historical documentation that you were here. And it's not really for you to remember, but it's for others to remember, but in your voice. I don't want my daddy telling my story. I don't want my cousin, my uncles. I don't want nobody else, especially my ex-boyfriend. I don't want none of nobody. I don't want nobody telling my story for me. And so I choose to write it myself. Books are a legacy. So, I'm a huge advocate of writing. And even when Verlene was talking about the 12 chapters that she wrote, a good publisher knows how to take out the things that the writing process is still the writing process. She still got healed, but how do we heal those that's going to read the book? And so we shape the book, one that it still has your story, but it has the healing end of the story, not the painful end.
Right.
She still had to go through that process. But now those who read her book, they see the results. So I'm super, and her book hit #1 bestseller with no marketing. Hello, the new Beyonce. No marketing at all. And she still hit #1 within less than 8 hours of being released. So guys, all I gotta say is please show up for you. This weekend for $29, y'all can sell 2 of your ebooks at $10 a piece and get that money back.
Yeah, because Berlin is still selling books.
Huh?
Once in a while, when I talked to Berlin, she said, I sold a book. People still ordering her books.
They still ordering them. They're still ordering. I'm packaging it every week. At first it slowed down. I was like, don't nobody want it. Then all of a sudden, the floodgates just opened up and I'm sending them out. They go on to Amazon. It's truly been a blessing. I'm gonna tell you this one, and it has helped so many people. I didn't
give y'all the link before Verlene tells y'all this story, because one thing I do is I keep them links out there so you don't miss that opportunity. bit.ly/weekendwatch20 for your access to the Write Your Winning ebook all week long. And these are books you can publish any length. You can use them for anything, leads, magnets. It's about getting your name out there as the expert. Go ahead, Ms. Berlin.
Coach and Jamie, they're waiting on you. It's going to help somebody. I just didn't think that it would, because like I said yesterday, it took 9 months to birth this baby, from January to late October. Well, we actually put it until November 6th. And it wasn't because it wasn't done. It wasn't because I couldn't afford to pay. The book was paid for before we even started, right, Jamie? Before we even started. I wouldn't let go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let go. It's like if you have this little graph, like if you have a boil and the thing just keeps coming back till you get in there and you cut out that root thing to it. And that's what It is. That's what that pain was. It wasn't until I went and actually had it lanced that the healing began. But when she said, they need you, it's going to help someone, I still didn't believe it until after the fact, where I can see where someone sent me a picture of their daughter reading my book.
Oh.
She just turned 13, so she was 12 at the time.
Oh.
And she was so engulfed in the book, she asked me for the journal.
Oh, wow.
I sent her the journal, and she sent me another picture of the daughter writing in the journal, and it touched my heart because her dad's not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's having an impact on the young as well as the old. And one particular phase in the book mentioned the one that really, really had the impact on me. It happened the other day. I didn't share with you guys. I'll tell you about it after the show. And it's making a difference, so you can make a difference. Write your book. You have no idea of how many lives you'll impact.
Yeah.
You have no idea, whether it's business or personal. Get your book written. Write your book. I can't say it enough.
So don't stare at the blank screen, guys. Show up, learn how to write your own winning ebook. This weekend, matinee starts at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, but go to the link to find all the different times that we're going to be showing the weekend watch party. It's bit.ly/weekendwatch20. It's only $29 for the weekend access. And you can review and replay, because I'm sure you're going to want to stop it, write, stop, watch, write, all that kind of stuff. You get to do that for only $29. Learn how to sell your ebook, learn how to write your ebook. This weekend, again, Central Standard Time is 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. You have to go to the link to get access to the private viewing. bit.ly/weekendwatch20. Guys, thank you so much for all of your beautiful words. I promise I didn't pay them to say those things about me, but they're all true. So guys, we're going to see you again back here tonight. Coach, is there anything else you want to tell the people other than going to that link? Oh, and share the broadcast, guys.
Bring a friend.
Bring a friend. So guys, we'll see you tonight around 9 p.m. Central Standard Time-ish to continue to talk about why it's so important for you to use your intellectual property to bring in income for your family, especially now during COVID-19. Right. Build that legacy. It's never too late. So guys, we'll see you tonight, and stay safe out there.